Let me tell you something real quick. I don't care what academics has to say. I don't care what any of these other people got to say on the internet. Oh, this don't mean anything. This battle doesn't matter. People are gonna forget about this in 2 weeks. I do not care. This right here is the battle I want. This is the kind of hip hop shit that I live for. The reason why Young Thug and Future could drop a track, all this other stuff is going on in the news, like the Diddy trial, DDG and Halle. What else? The Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion stuff coming back up. That is taking up some space in the headlines, but something that I feel like a lot of people are paying attention to more because it is a palate cleanser. It's something that you can watch and be entertained by, and it doesn't come with all this dark, icky shit. And that's this battle. Joey versus the Westcoast. Joey Badass versus daylyt versus Ray Vaughn versus AZ Chike versus who else has jumped into it? Curtis King has jumped into it. On the East Coast side, Loaded Lux, CJ Fly. Like, this is the kind of hip hop shit that I appreciate. One, let me respond to what D1 had to say. Because D1 put up a post, really not, it's saying he basically not feeling the battle. I like a lot of D1's takes. I respect his opinion on a lot of things, especially when it comes to hip hop. I will have to say that you are wrong on this one though, sir, because everybody from the very beginning has made it very clear that this is just rap.
This ain't gotta turn to nothing else, just keep it all rap.
Like, everybody is saying that we are just going back and forth for the love of the sport. This is just rap. Nobody trying to get violent. Nobody trying to take this further than it needs to be. It's just bars. There's no real animosity. There's no real problems between East and West, this camp, that camp. Like, it's just for the love of the sport, and it's getting people talking about bars in a way that, yeah, there was a lot of that during the Drake Kendrick beef, but like, this is just strictly about who is putting out the better songs, who has the better punchlines, who has the better disses. This isn't anything negative, and this is why I love this so much. Like, when Like That dropped last year, and Kendrick, Drake, and Cole were about to go at it. If you would have asked me a year ago, before we got any other track, you would have asked me a year ago, which battle would I have preferred? The one that we got with a lot of the dark twists and turns, or the one that's just about rapping and seeing who's the best? I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to pick the one that's just about the bars. My favorite track during the whole battle last year with Drake and Kendrick was Euphoria, because it was the song that focused on just barring them up. There was no salacious stuff. I mean, there was hints of it in the beginning, and there's a few bars here and there kind of tiptoeing around it. But for the most part, it was just bars aimed at Drake. It's just, I don't like you, I'm a better rapper than you, and I'm going to showcase that. Master class in lyricism. I mentioned that in my video talking about, my release date and how that song dropped on the same day. It's just a master class in rapping. Everything else that came after, it was entertaining, don't get me wrong. It was historic, it was game changing, and it definitely revealed some stuff where maybe at the time I didn't know if I wanted to know all that, but it probably was some information that people needed to know, allegedly. But if you would have asked me what kind of battle do I want from these guys, this is the kind of battle I want. I really didn't care about all the messy stuff. I wanted bars. I wanted people just to get in the booth and say, I'm better than you, and this is why. Period. Some people trying to call this boring. Like academics saying, I'm not jumping in, but unless Kendrick, decides to drop a song, and then I'll cover it because otherwise it's not important. For one, I don't want to hear from academics about anything, especially hip hop. A guy that is only around because he, basically profited off of the real life death and destruction that was going on in Chicago, and trying to equate that to his love for hip hop, when he's been nothing but a net negative in hip hop since his platform became a thing. Like, he has been a net negative in every aspect. All right. So when he says this is something that I'm not going to pay attention to because it's just people rapping. Good. If you are somebody that is sitting there saying like this is just rap, like they're just rapping, there's no real drama, there's no TMZ shit, then fine, stay your ass in the corner. Let the real hip hop lovers enjoy this because this is rap without social media scandal. This is rap without somebody going to jail, without somebody getting shot, without somebody dying. This is rap. This is hip hop.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
My favorite thing about this whole thing is that it's going to be such a net positive for everybody after this battle is over with. There are some rappers that you may not be as familiar with that are getting a light shined on them because of them participating in this. Joey Badass, who when the Ruler's Back dropped earlier this year, a lot of people look like, who is Joey Badass to come back and try to say that he's the king of New York? Who is him to, like try to think that he can step toe to toe with Dot? Like this battle to me really solidified that Joey is a contender. I honestly think that if Kendrick was to engage with a battle with him, they'd be neck and neck. I feel like there would be a real chance of like Joey Badass, maybe taking Kendrick out. I'm not saying that, it's a definite that one or the other would win, but I'm saying that after seeing his performance during this back and forth, it's not that far-fetched that he would give Kendrick a run for his money. If not, take the crown entirely. And he's proving that. Like outside of daylyt, he is rapping everybody else under the table. Like, and I like Ray Vaughn. Ray Vaughn is has really like shined during this whole thing. Like whole era was dope.
You let Ice Spice turn into the king of New York. What the fuck?
I kind of like GoldenEye. I like what he was trying to do. Not really feeling the Diddy angle throughout the track. Like it didn't really do it for me, especially not as a response to the finals in my town. But Ray Vaughn has stepped up. He stepped up in a big way and is shining. That like this battle on top of the mixtape that he dropped like earlier this month, I think, or late last month, like which was phenomenal, like one of the best releases all year. Those two things combined, it's really becoming a standout moment for him with this battle. Of course, daylyt has always been a monster, and it's just dope that people are getting to see how crazy he could get on the mic. Loaded Lux being on My Town as a feature, that I've been like, I used to be really into battle rap, have not been keeping up with it like I would like to, but I know the history between Loaded Lux and daylyt. So Joey Badass featuring Loaded Lux on My Town in his response to daylyt, genius move. And just seeing Loaded Lux jump into a battle like this is just great to see. Like the one thing I liked about, like, cause I like AZ Chike, right? But the line when on My Town, when Joey said Ray Vaughn was so last week, now this week I'm hearing about some nigga named Ass Cheek.
Look, Ray Vaughn was so last week. Now I'm hearing shit about some nigga named Ass Cheek.
That was the equivalent of when Drake said, Metro shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Like, that was the equivalent to that. Like a one-hitter quitter bar. Like, I like AZ Chike's track. It was a better song than a diss. But after Joey's response, yeah, you might want to just sit this one out. I like AZ Chike. I like his music. But, like, that one bar, that was devastating. But, yeah, man, like I said, the finals, My Town, even the Ruler's Back, Sorry Not Sorry. I don't know. I ain't really like Pardon Me like that. And the new track he just put out, Crash Out Dummies. Like that one was cool. I like the whole like West Coast flip, trying to use the West Coast flow. I think it's probably the weakest of his tracks from this week. Not bad, just not touching the other two. But I mean, like in the last 24 hours, at the time that I'm recording this, there has been more songs to drop today than the entire Drake and Kendrick beef. Like from Like That to The Hard Part 6. There's been more tracks dropped today than there has been that entire beef. And all of them are fire. All of them are people showcasing their skills and showing why they're at the top of their game. And it's just bars. Like I said, I got here and I said on a previous episode that after this beef is over with, there's not going to be a lot to talk about. I haven't been posting a lot of videos. I've been trying to think of other ways to create content where, like, I'm actually interested in doing it. Like, I don't want to just pump out a bunch of videos just to pump out videos. But I do get it. Like, I get it with the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. Like, hey, you got to post a lot more often than you do. I've been trying to do, like, shorter videos to try to, like, you know, supplement my time in between releases. But yeah, like, I was feeling like, I don't know what is going on in hip hop, in the culture, that I really want to talk about and engage with. Like, I don't want to talk about the Diddy stuff. I don't want to talk about this Diddy G and Halle stuff. I don't want to talk about Tory and Megan again. I don't want to talk about none of that. I want to talk about the things that interest me, and this battle has proved me wrong and has shown me that hip-hop has way more going on for itself than I gave it credit for. Or for anybody that, you know, wants to try to make this like an old head thing, like, you know, this is just that old boom bap stuff. I've seen a little bit of that on TikTok. I've been on TikTok a lot more recently. You should follow me at Vinny Dangerous. All of my social medias are at Vinny Dangerous, except for Twitter. I'm not on there. I see some people trying to call it like some old head shit. I want y'all to understand, if you really do feel that way, I'm gonna need y'all to figure out what y'all could do to get the conversation back on y'all. Because obviously, before the battle last year, and you could tell by the way the conversation is being dominated by artists that are a decade plus into the game, and they doing some old head boom bap rap shit, y'all need to figure something out. Because I look at the Billboard charts, I look at the record sales, I look at the tour dates. Y'all niggas not selling. There's not enough people interested in y'all to keep the conversation going, and the reason why hip-hop was in the toilet pre-2024. So for anybody that has that kind of you know, reaction to, you know, rappers doing rap shit, I'm gonna need you to step your shit up, because obviously whatever you're interested in ain't translating enough to keep the culture afloat. So I'm gonna need you to figure that out before you come over here criticizing what real rappers do. And this is some real rap shit, and I love this shit. So please keep it up. I don't care if other people get tired of it. As long as the bars are still barring, as long as everybody is in the booth with a pen and they are going like 100 miles an hour like they've been the last 24, 48 hours, keep it coming. I will be listening. But those are my quick thoughts. I freestyled this, so there's going to be a couple times where I stuttered and I fucked up. It's just my raw emotions right now, and I just wanted to go ahead and talk about this because today has been crazy. My sister just graduated from early college, but in between, you know, spending time with my family and being on the road, I've been trying to keep up with this because this is the type of hip-hop shit that I live for. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. Because like I said, I've been working on some more ideas, so there will be more uploads a little bit more frequently once I get all my plans ironed out. But until next time, it's your boy Vinny Dangerous. This has been 1430. Much love.